Yo, what's up guys? Joey here, hope all is well. Today we're going to have a very interesting build. It's gonna have a lot of colors going on, to be honest with you guys. We're building a kind of a borderline rainbow vomit PC today. Just as a disclaimer, this PC is gonna be very awesome, okay? It's gonna be sick. It's a good value, guys. $1,200 budget is what we're working with today. And for $1,200, we're gonna be using an RX 9060 XT at the 16GB capacity with an 8-core CPU, not a 6-core CPU, an 8-core CPU, the Ryzen 7 7700X. So yeah, we're fitting a lot of power in the $1,200 budget, and the other parts are gonna be good too. So anyways guys, if you're new to the channel, how we do it is we're gonna go over all the parts and their prices and open them up. And second, we're gonna jump into the full build guide. It will be beginner friendly. If you've never built a PC before, by the end of this video, you will know how. And then third, at the very end, we're gonna put this build to the test, what we like to call a benchmarking montage. So we're gonna test a bunch of different games on this very PC in this video, guys, so you could see how it performs in real time. So be sure to check out the channel for all our past builds. If this one doesn't fit your needs, I'm sure you'll find a guide on the channel that does. Well, let's jump into it, guys. The Ryzen 7 7700X is the 8-core CPU that boosts all the way to 5.4 gigahertz. It's going to be great for content creation. It's superior than the 6-core. It's going to render quicker. It's going to stream better. Everything's going to be better on the 8-core. And that goes for our gameplay too, guys. Games are liking 8 cores more. It's going to support our RX 9060 XT. Very nice. I like playing Warzone, and AMD cards are specifically better at Warzone. So if Call of Duty Warzone is one of your main titles, you're going to want to hear this. So say you have an AMD card and an Nvidia card, and that they both perform the same, like they both have the same power. Just like specific titles just run better on Nvidia cards, right? No matter the base power of each card, even if they're equal. Radeon cards, AMD cards, they run better at Warzone if the cards are even the same. So I don't know the specific benchmarks, like if this beats a 5060 at Warzone. Well, I'm almost certain it does. I'll throw up the benchmarks on the screen. I'm pretty sure it does. This may even beat a 5060 Ti in Warzone too. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I'll throw that information up on the screen right now. But yeah, let's open up this card. I want to look at it. I like this design. We went with an ASRock card. This model is pretty sick. I mean, you guys be the judge. But yeah, all white colorway. It's gonna match our theme. It has some gray on there. It's gonna match our figurine. For the ports, this one actually only has 3 because, you know, most graphics cards have 4 inputs. This one only has 3. 1 HDMI and 2 display ports. Now, we haven't discussed the theme, but look guys, see this Funko Pop? This Funko Pop has a lot of colors going in. Character from Sonic, this is Rogue. We use figurines in all the builds to give them character, and then we try to match the part colors around the figurine. So yeah, this girl right here is rocking a lot of colors. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the case already. We usually save the case for the end, but like this is something else. This is the case by Thermaltate that we've used in the past. I really do think it's a good value for your money because it already comes installed with 3 A-RGB fans, like they light up and stuff. So you won't have to pick up any more fans for this build, and for a good price as well, up on the screen right now. The color we picked up, look what they're calling it. The Bubble Pink Edition. Like, this is a unicorn looking PC case. Color for the first time, but voila, there it is. What? You're half a man, you probably won't be your main PC. You probably wouldn't own a unicorn colored PC as your main. We picked these colors because the PC market, for all the components, you know, like for example the cases, for the most part they come in black and white. There's not a lot of variety. Thermaltate is a brand that's coming out with more colors, but still, for the most part, we don't really have a lot of options when it comes to colors and components. Like for example, I like blue. There's not that many blue PC cases on the market, so when they do offer other colors and the components, I mean, might as well take advantage of it, keep things interesting, spice things up a bit. So yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to just build the PC around Rogue from Sonic, who has a lot of colors. I mean, everything's gonna match. It's gonna look sick, man. But yeah, guys, if you want to build a man version of this PC, buy the same case in all black and stick shadow in there instead. That'll match with some black and red custom power supply extensions. That'll be the man version of this build. These are extras, guys. These are not included in the budget because these are totally optional. You don't have to have custom cables. We're only including the essential parts of the build in the price total. But what's gonna cool our 7700X is a cooler we've used before. This is the Arctic Liquid Freezer 3 Pro 360 A-RGB. All the fans light up on it. We've used it in the black colorway. Going for $100 right now at the time of recording, and it looks pretty sick. The pump, it looks like a little arc reactor. It looks dope. Here's some B-roll up on the screen of it. Anyways, besides being a decent price and looking cool, it performs good too. Keeps our 7700X nice and cool. Check it out. This is what's gonna go on the pump, and it does have a fan on here too, which I'm sure will help with the cooling of it as well. And the fans are already pre-installed on this AIO. Just makes the building process quicker. It's already wired up for us too. I like this AIO. This one's cool. This AIO comes in white and black. All right, for our motherboard, we're going with an ASUS board today of their ROG line. This is the ROG Strix B650A gaming Wi-Fi. So ATX form factor, guys, B650 chipset, built-in Wi-Fi, obviously. And yeah, we just picked it because it matches our theme. The price of this motherboard is currently $165. Not bad at all, honestly. Really not bad at all. The cheapest ATX B650 chipset you can get, like currently on Amazon or other retailers, is like what? What's the low? Like 140, I believe, would be the lowest. So this is not far from there at 165. And yeah, this is a very premium looking board. Check it out. Look at that. That's perfect. That matches our graphics card exactly. Has white accents with silver. Start. Join the Republic. Game on. Dare who those for. Oh, or those who dare. That's their slogan. This looks sick right here too. This motherboard looks dope, guys. It has the button right here that lets you remove the graphics card easily, and M.2 support. We can already see we have one here, and under here we have, looks like one. So a total of 3 M.2 slots. That's good. That's a lot. Has a sick I/O shield in the back, white colorway. This board gives us one Type-C port back here. The rest are USBs. Oh no, 2 Type-C ports, my mistake. A good amount of ports right here, guys. We got 9 out of 10 score right here on the ports. Type-C is sick. Obviously, we like Type-C. It's the superior port. Now inside the motherboard, there'll be other accessories such as your Wi-Fi antenna or some screws. We're not gonna need to get anything out of this motherboard box because we're not gonna be using Wi-Fi or anything. But yeah, here's the Wi-Fi antenna. Maybe magnetic as well, I think. Yeah, it's magnetic. I just tested it, so this will just stick on your case. Okay, guys, the power supply, another interesting choice. It's in the pink colorway. We've never used the pink power supply. I've never seen a pink power supply. This one is an 850 watt. You don't need that much juice for these components, guys. In the last few build guides, we've been picking power supplies with more juice. So 2 good things. You want to upgrade components in the future? Well, you'll have more options to upgrade because you'll have more juice. 850 will support beefier AMD graphics cards, like for example the RX 9070 XT 16 gigabyte. That card is sick. I love that graphics card. It's a good value for the money. That's why it's very popular. We have build guides upcoming with that card too, so turn on bell notifications to be alerted when those drop. Also, because we have more wattage, we're not going to be running our power supply at full load, so less stress on it. It's gonna have a long lifespan. It's not a bad idea to just throw more wattage than you need right off the bat, so in the future you don't need to swap out power supplies or anything. So yeah, guys, I just recommend you get a higher wattage power supply right off the bat. And why not? The price difference is not big at all, and there's a lot of pros you're getting with it. So yeah, this one comes in matte colors as well. Comes in black and white. We picked up the pink colorway. Fully modular power supply means none of the cables are connected to it. But anyways, let's open this up. We've talked about it enough. See how it looks. So yeah, it's gold rated and it's by Vitro. And my first impressions is nice packaging. Comes in a nice bag with all the cables. Oh, and this is good too. They made the actual stock cables come in white to match the pink power supply more, although we're not going to be using these. We have our custom cables, but that's a good touch. Comes with some decent cables. They're in the white colorway. Here is the power supply. Seems to have an eco mode. We'll go ahead and turn that on. Why not? Good reviews of this thing on Amazon. This does have the 16-pin power connector for NVIDIA cards right now. So like the 50 series graphics cards, the RTX 5070 uses this 16-pin. That's where it starts. For the 5000 series of NVIDIA cards, it starts at the 5070. They start using this port, the 16-pin power connector. So if you wanted to go with an NVIDIA card for this build, you can, guys. I know you guys ask me questions sometimes. Oh, could I use this component? You can use every single component in this build and just swap out the 9060 XT with a 5070. You can, and still at this wattage, because 850 watts is enough for a 5070 as well. So just so you guys know. All right, guys, and now the final 2 essential components is our storage and our RAM. So for the storage, the crucial, we've been using the P310 1TB capacity. This is a Gen 4 M.2 SSD, very speedy. You can pick up a Gen 5 M.2 SSD if you wanted a stupid fast one, but yeah, this is Gen 4. This is good for the money, good performance. And then we have 32 gigabyte kit of RAM. This is G.SKILL's Ripjaws S5 in the white colorway. CL30 RAM, so good speed. As I say, I love me some G.SKILL RAM. To review the finals extras list, all these components, definitely optional, guys, is our figurine of choice, custom power supply cable extensions, beautiful contact frame in the silver colorway, and our Crater A-RGB strips, guys. You can pick these up on our website, craterhq.com, or on Amazon. And then you're supporting me directly for that. Thank you a lot, guys. Leave a 5-star review for our strips on Amazon. That helps a lot, guys. That means the world. Total price of all essential parts at the time of recording, $1,200. $1,237. So very close to our $1,200 budget. Not far off at all. Anyways, welcome to our RX 9070 XT build guide. Let's jump into it. And then at the end, we're gonna frag it up in a bunch of different titles. So be sure to stay tuned for that, guys. Comment down below what other builds you want to see, what parts combinations. We're tackling the 9060 XT today, 16GB capacity at the $1,200 budget. Next week, we're going to be doing our RTX 5060 build, the base one, 8GB. That's gonna be our lowest cost build in a while. The only thing that I'm at a toss for right now is because that's more of a budget build, what CPU should we use? Because like I said, I'm trying to kill the 6-core CPU, guys. If you all deserve 8 cores now, they should just be 8 cores. But since that's a budget build, I don't know. What should I use, guys? We have 3 choices of CPUs for that one. Just let me know, comment down below. For the 5060 8GB build guide, do we use the Ryzen 7 7700X 8-core CPU, or do we use a 6-core CPU? Either the 9600X or the 7600X. Those are the 3 choices of CPUs, guys. So do you prefer to see the cheapest possible 5060 8GB build guide, or do you want one that's more future proof? You guys let me know. I still don't know which one to pick for that build guide. All right, guys, let's begin the full build guide. So what are we going to be tackling first? We're going to install our CPU into our CPU socket, installing the RAM into the RAM slots, M.2 SSD into the appropriate slot, and then I'll also show you how to install the optional contact frame if you decide to go that route. And then at the end, we're going to install our AIO cooler or our Ryzen 7 7700X. So let's get it open. If you take a close look at it, you're gonna find a golden arrow on the top left side of it. Now zooming into our CPU socket, you're also going to find an arrow on the top left side. So this is how the CPU is lined up with the socket, arrow to arrow. Get the lever, pull it to the side, lift it all the way up, lift this all the way up, and then line up the 2 arrows, arrow to arrow. If you grab it by all 4 sides, it's very easy to just line it up, and then you just let it drop right into place, and you could give it a little wiggle. You always wanna just drop your CPU right into the socket. You don't wanna push down the CPU because you can bend the pins on the socket. You simply line it up and let it drop into place just like that. And we return this to its original position, and this is what's gonna hold it down. As you're pushing it down, you're gonna feel a lot of tension. You may feel like you're gonna break something. This is normal. You need this to secure your CPU, and then you tuck it in. This piece comes right off. Now guys, the contact frame is totally optional, but I highly recommend it because it just looks cool. Your system deserves it. A contact frame will prevent any future bending of your CPU. It'll hold it nice and secure on all sides, which can provide better contact with your cooler, so potentially better temps and a longer lifespan. But those reasons are honestly, it's very minuscule. The real reason is because they just look awesome. They're sick and they're very easy to install. So go ahead and undo this. Again, if you decide not to use a contact frame, just skip this step. We just undo all 4 screws and then lift it up. Straight up, CPU is still in place, and now we just drop this right over. Now use the included screws that came with the contact frame. You place them on all 4 sides. Tighten down the contact frame screws with an X pattern, so you could secure it down with even pressure. Keep turning till your screwdriver stops. You don't want this loose, but you don't want it super tight. Not that you can even over tighten it because there's like a safety. I can't over tighten it anymore unless I want to like stab my thumb with the screwdriver. So turn till it no longer turns. Done just like that. Now for the installation of our beautiful white G.SKILL RAM. So if you take a close look at the RAM sticks, you'll see there's an indent in the middle of them. You line up that indented part of the RAM with the part on the RAM slot that's not indented. So the RAM only goes in one way. RAM goes into 2nd and 4th slots. So pull levers back of 2nd and 4th. We do this so the RAM can run in dual channel mode. Line up the RAM correctly, indent where it's not indented. Once you get it in all the way, push down both thumbs equal force. RAM sticks need to go all the way down. Lever will return to its original position. Same thing for the 2nd stick, all the way down. RAM needs to go all the way down. Very important step, guys. If the RAM is not connected properly, your system will not boot. You'll get an error. Next, installation of our 1TB M.2. This little guy goes into here. So we need to unscrew this M.2 heatsink. This is a small 0 screwdriver. Now guys, we simply just get it connected in there by sliding it in, push it down onto the little standoff right here and secure it with this latch. Push it up, that holds the M.2 into place. When returning the heatsink, make sure you remove the protective film in the back. Done. Now it's time to install our Arctic AIO cooler. Get everything out of the boxes. All right guys, so here we have all our pieces. So first thing we want to do is, using a normal P2 screwdriver, undo these 4 points to get these things off. Same thing for the one on top. And now we're going to open this bag right here that says AMD on it. And it has 4 standoffs in here. So place all 4 standoffs. Now set these screws to the side. We have our 2 brackets here. This is what the base of the pump is gonna attach onto. So it has an L and an R, right? So very self-explanatory. L for the left side, right for the right side. And we secure them down with the 4 screws. Nice and secured. We don't want those loose, guys. So just keep going till stops. And now we're ready to install the pump onto your CPU. Let me go over the layout for you guys of the AIO cooler within our system. So let's say that our motherboard's already in our system, it's in the case. The radiator is then going to go up here on top of the case. And we will be attaching our pump onto the CPU like this. So this is going to be our placement of the cooler. All right, so knowing that, let's get started. So it comes with its included thermal paste. We're going to want to put a pea-sized amount in the middle of the CPU. So a nice little sized P in the middle, that's good. I like Arctic's thermal paste too. This is MX6 that's included with this cooler. This is some good thermal paste. So we put most of the paste that was in the tube, but not all of it. Just a good little sized P in the middle will do. Now remove the protective film. And now both of these points, right guys, are going to line up here and here. I like to get leveled with it when I'm dropping it down, because as we secure this down, we want to line it up evenly so we can then spread the thermal paste in the middle evenly. So this is very easy to line up. I have a very good view right here, and it's just 2 points. So I'll get my screwdriver ready and lie it down on both of the points. I'm gonna get one side secured a little bit. I just want to get it to attach. There you go, that side attached. And now I just want to get the other side to attach. There we go. Don't attach one side too much right off the bat. You barely just want to get it to just attach. Because if you attach one side too much, the other side's going to lift up too much. It's going to be hard to secure the other side. So yeah, once both sides are attached, then you can start tightening down with even pressure. Keep switching off. A little on this side, a little on the other side. All right, that one stopped. That side has stopped. And that side has stopped. So once your screwdriver stops, that's it. It's down all the way. And we did a pretty good job at measuring our thermal paste. Because this cooler is exposed on this side over here, you get to see the extra spillage of thermal paste, which is not a lot at all. And because we don't want to be messy, guys, let's clean that up. You can do it with just a napkin, like any napkin, but just make sure not to leave like residue of the napkin on there, because it could get left on there. You just want to just get the excess paste out of there. But I seriously don't even have a napkin right now. I'm gonna be using actual thermal paste cleaner wipes. And of course, by the time we boot up our PC, this moisture would have already dried. But yeah, I don't have napkins right now. But you guys I recommend you just use napkins, because that's all you need really. I just seriously don't have any right now. But with these, I don't have to worry about leaving any residue, because these don't leave anything really. Nice and clean. Now we're gonna be connecting the cables we need to. It comes with 2. You can use either or. I'm gonna be using this one, which is just a single CPU connection for the whole thing. They include this one in case you wanna separate the controls of things. Like if you wanna separately control the pump and the fans. I'm good with just this single CPU one. So we're just gonna control everything with this. So this cable plugs in only one way into here, guys. So if it doesn't go in one way, you have it the wrong way, you gotta turn it around. I looked at the shape of it, so I know this is the right way. You'll be able to see it though in person. It's really self-explanatory. There we go. So yeah, just make sure you get that plugged in all the way. Just pushing it down right here on all the sides with my nail. All right, that's in. And then this cable is going to connect to our CPU fan input. So they have covers on these slots. We're plugging it into the bottom one. So I'm just going to remove both of the covers, because just to not have them on there, you don't need them. And we're plugging it into this one, guys. It's the gray color and it's labeled CPU fan, the bottom one. The one on top is the black color, so don't plug it into that one. That one's for AIO pump, but we're using more than one cable. All right, so that's in. And now the pump, guys, just has one more cable. This is for the lighting. It's a 3-pin A-RGB cable that we need to hook up to a 3-pin input on our board. There's one located right here. This only goes in one way. So you line it up like this. It's labeled right here, plus 5V. Might be very hard to see on the actual cable. And then right here, this pin is labeled plus 5V. So connect the V to the V. We'll throw a little comic of Crater though, explaining A-RGB connections. And there we go, guys. Everything is now connected nicely. That was was very, very simple installation for an AIO cooler. Now we need to remove this peel right here, and I'm ready to put our cool little arc reactor on there, and it just goes right up here. So I get the wires, just put them to the side, line this up, push it down just like that, and it looks super awesome, man. Look, our system's looking really clean and expensive. That was easy, right? All right, guys, so now we're ready to install our motherboard and the radiator of our cooler into our case, and we'll get to see how it looks in our little rainbow vomit colored case. All right, so let's get all the panels off. They all just come right off. Very cool. I'm just gonna time lapse this real quick, but I'm gonna remove the bag with the tools, and I'm gonna get rid of all these cheap metal ties. You don't wanna leave the metal ties in the system because, well, they're cheap looking, and because they have metal in them, they could touch something on the board and short it. You don't want that. And I'm also gonna remove the hard drive cage because I'm not gonna use that for this build. So inside every PC case, there's standoffs for the motherboard. They're already in the ATX layout, which is the layout of our motherboard. So we don't need to add or remove any of the standoffs. We're ready to just drop our motherboard into place. So I like to hold the motherboard like this, but with this AIO cooler, the thing comes off, right? So gotta watch out for that. If you hold it, you're just gonna drop your board. So I took that off, and I'm gonna put my radiator right here on the side for now. You want to first line up the ports of the motherboard back here in the opening of the case, making sure that the cables of our rear fan don't get caught underneath the motherboard. So just lift them on over. All right, gonna line this up. That's lined up good. Now I drop my motherboard down and I line it up with all the standoffs, beginning with the little middle one here, and it lined up very nicely. Okay, guys, let me show you the screw we use to secure this guy. We're gonna be using this little screw right here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and screw in all 9 points, and we'll review at the end. So we secured 3 points on the bottom, here, here, and here. 3 in the middle, here, here, and here. And 3 on top, here, here, and here, all circled red. All right, guys, now before we install the radiator on top of our case right here, that radiator is gonna cover all this part of our board, which means we're not going to have clearance for this plug right here, our CPU power cable, which means we need to plug in our CPU power cable first. So let's get out the cables from the power supply. We wanna get 2 CPU power cables out there labeled CPU. So for both of these cables, one end is going to be all together, and then one end splits like this, 4 plus 4. Splits in half. This is the side that plugs into the motherboard. So we're plugging it in to these 2 inputs right here. So one of them is an 8-pin, right? The full connection of the cable without being split in half. There's a clip on one of the sides. That clip clips on the top back here, guys. So just line it up straight and push in the cable all the way down, making sure it goes all the way down and that it clips. All right, so this has gone all the way down. That one's done. Now for our second CPU cable, it was connected together like this and we split it. So we want to connect the right side of it into here and push it in all the way. So those are in all the way, looking good. Now let's lift our case up and wire these 2 cables to the back through the top of our case right here. So now we're ready to install our beautiful radiator. So get this guy up here. To get the dust filter off, and the AIO cooler came with a bag of screws. So I just have a screw and a washer. That bag does come with 2 types of screws, but it's very self-explanatory. One of the screws clearly doesn't fit, it's wider, but just letting you guys know it comes with 2 types of screws in that bag. All right, now the other one, just hold it into place. We can come back here and choose our layout, whether you want it all the way to the right or all the way over here. I'm gonna have it more to the right, but just so it's not touching right here, I'm just gonna have it a little bit more that way. So me, I'm just gonna try to get it in the middle. Guys, I never use washers. I don't use them because I'm lazy. I feel like whatever, you don't even need the washers. And look, when I decide to use washers, all the washer does is make this taller, the screw taller, and then look how the dust filter sits now, all awkward. All right, guys, I'm removing all the washers, but I'm not recording that, just skipping ahead. All right, guys, get those washers out of here. Don't use the washers. There we go, now it sits. All right, guys, our system's coming along pretty good. Not bad at all. Let's get the arc reactor back on there. Now let's get our pink power supply installed, but first we need to prep it by connecting the cables. So we'll put all the cables right here for future upgrades. We're only gonna be hooking up 2 cables, guys. This is the big 24-pin power cable. The end that splits into 2 will connect right here where it's labeled MB, here and here. Make sure you line them up straight and push them in all the way so it clips on top. There you go. Should look like that, guys. We want to get out a PCIe cable that only has one end on each side, because this power supply has other ones that have two ends on another side. So just this one end on each side. If we take a close look at the cable, one of the sides is going to split. That's the side that hooks up to the graphics card. The side that doesn't split and is all together hooks up to the power supply. We're going to hook it up to right here. It says PCI Express. Anywhere here is good. And now the final two cables we're gonna plug in are right here labeled CPU, here and here, guys. So we're gonna get the two cables we already hooked up to our motherboard and hook them up to CPU. Done. And final thing we're doing, totally optional, we're gonna hook up our custom sleeve power supply cable extensions. So instead of this hooking up to the motherboard, it's going to hook up to the extension cable, and then the extension cable is gonna hook up to the motherboard, and this will be on display in the front of our build. The color combinations of power supply extensions are pretty much infinite, guys. I'll link these in the video description along with every single part of this video. And I'm gonna do the same thing for our 8-pin PCIe cable to power our graphics card. So into the extension, and this will plug into our RX 9060 XT. Now we're gonna place our power supply inside of our case down here with the fan facing down so it can suck in cold air from the bottom of the case and export it out through here. And then we secure it with 4 screws. I'm going to be using custom colored thumb screws. The screws for the power supply come with the power supply, but yeah, I'm just gonna be using these right here. I'll link these in the video description, guys. They come in a bunch of colors. The power supply goes perfectly back here though. Not that you'll really be able to see that much, but look, the case is pink and then boom, power supply is pink. It's like the power supply was made for this case. We're doing good, and believe it or not, we're almost done. Now it's time to connect all our cables. So we're gonna break it down into 3 groups. So first group of cables is all our power cables from the power supply, which are gonna power things. The second group of cables is all the cables from our case that connect our Type-C, USB 3, microphone, headphone jack, reset button, power button to the actual motherboard. And then our third and final group of cables is all our fans and our lighting of our system. First group of cables are power cables. So our power cables consist of our big 24-pin and the one for our graphics card. We're not plugging in the graphics card one, guys, because we're gonna save that step for later. So we literally just plug in one power cable because our CPU cable is already plugged in, as we did earlier up there. This clip meets the clip back here. So line it up straight and then push it in all the way. Make sure it goes all the way down and that it clips back there. All right. And that's it for our first group of cables. Moving on to our second group of cables, the case cables. Our case cables consist of, from left to right, our HD audio cable, our F panel cable, our USB Type-C cable, and our USB 3 cable. Starting it off with the audio cable. We're gonna route our HD audio cable from the bottom right side of the case. Our HD audio cable is gonna plug into the far left side of our motherboard right here. The cable only goes in one way with the HD audio text on the cable facing up. Line it up straight and push it in all the way down. Should look like that. Next is our F panel cable. It does have the F panel text on it, guys. May be overexposed on the camera, but we wire this through the bottom middle of our case right here to the front. And our F panel cable is going to hook up right here on the right side of our board on all these pins. There's a lot of pins here. We need to make sure that the F panel cable is connected starting right here at the very beginning of these pins to the far left side. This cable only goes in one way, guys, with the F panel text on it facing up. I line it up straight and push it in all the way. And as you can see, we connected this plug starting on the very first pin over here at the far left. Now the final 2 case cables, we're going to wire them through the middle of our case right here, right where we wired the 24-pin power cable, just like that. Both of these cables are going to plug into here and here. They also only go in one way. Let's go ahead and do the Type-C one first, the small one on top. So I'm gonna line it up with its port, and if it doesn't go in, it means I have it in the wrong way. Yep, it's not going in, so I'm just gonna flip it over, and then I'm pushing it down all the way. There we go. I heard a little clip into place right there, and it's in all the way down. Now for the USB 3 cable, there's a hump on one of its sides, as you can see right here. You gotta line up that hump on the right side of this plug where there's an opening for the hump here. So make sure you line up the cable straight because there's pins inside of there. Once it's lined up straight and in, push it down all the way. And there we go. The Type-C cable is responsible for the Type-C port of the case. That's responsible for the USB ports of the case. So very simple. See, when you break it down cable by cable, there's no need for the cables to be intimidated. It's on honestly like super simple. Now moving on to the third group of cables, our fans and our lighting of our system. So if we take a look back here, we're gonna see this little spaghetti mess of cables. These are all the cables of the 3 fans that are pre-installed in the case. All 3 fans of the case are already hooked up together in a daisy chain system. That's what this little cable mess is. So when you find the end of the daisy chain, which is gonna be 2 different cables, that's what we're gonna hook up to the motherboard, which then hooks up all 3 fans to the motherboard automatically because they're in a daisy chain system. So if we take a close look right here, it's only 2 cables. This black cable is responsible for the fan speed and power, and this is a 3-pin A-RGB cable that hooks up the lighting capabilities of all 3 fans. So we gotta hook up both of these to the motherboard. Also guys, as you're doing the metal ties that had all these cables together tied up, be careful as you're moving around stuff too, not to disconnect any of these cables. If any of these cables get disconnected, well, that's gonna make the daisy chain not work. So then you make sure that it's all connected. It is, everything's still connected. But yeah, sometimes when you're moving the cables around, you know, it's easy to like disconnect this if you pull it too hard. So we're wiring the ends of the 2 daisy chains through the bottom middle of our case right here. Alright guys, so for our black 3-pin fan cable, we're going to find a fan header on our motherboard, and here's one right here. It's a 4-pin one, but that's okay. You can still hook up 3-pin connections to the 4-pin connections. This is labeled chassis fan 1. So hook this up to the far left of this plug. So there's only going to be 1 pin left on the right side of it. That's not going to have anything plugged into it. And that's how it should look, guys. There's 1 pin left over on the right. There we go. All the fans are now connected to the motherboard. Now to hook up the lighting of the fans to the motherboard, we have a 3-pin A-RGB connection. We have to find a 3-pin A-RGB input. There's 2 on our motherboard down here, and here. I'll throw a chart up on the screen on how to get these things connected, but it's very simple. You just line up arrow to arrow, V to V. So there we go. The lighting of that is connected. Beautiful looking system. It's a unique looking system. I like the way it's gonna come out. Now, before we move on to the final part of installing our graphics card, I'm going to throw in our Creator A-RGB strips in there. These add a nice little extra splash of light inside your build, and because they're A-RGB, they have a bunch of different lighting effects. So we're going to be installing 1 strip on the bottom and then 1 strip on the side right here. I'm going to time lapse the installation, but pretty much this is also a daisy chain system. The strips are in a daisy chain system, and then the last cable hooks up to right here, guys, a 3-pin A-RGB input. This is where I'm going to hook it up. It's the same thing as the lighting of the fans. So our strips are going to hook up to this port. They're currently not on Amazon, but I'll get them back on Amazon any moment now. For now, they're on our website, creatorhq.com. They're in stock there, but I will link all the parts in the video. And yeah, all parts used in this video, including our strips, are linked in the video description. All right, let's get these installed. Also, side note, the strips come in black and white. I am going to be using white ones right now. Those are not for sale yet, but they're around the corner, guys. I'm going to be dropping those real soon. Let's get our graphics card installed now. I'm going to take off all the protective film on it. Okay guys, so we need to make room for our card first. We're gonna remove the 2nd and 3rd brackets. So we just open this up, and the way these come off is we push them in and then up, down, and that makes it come off. When you do this, you want to make sure not to scratch up your motherboard. But where these 2nd and 3rd brackets are, there's nothing on the motherboard that's in the way that we can scratch. If there was something in the way on the motherboard you were using, just use your finger to pull it up as you're going up and down. Okay, so now we're ready to go. So we simply line up our card with our PCI slot, just like a RAM stick. Let's get our hoses up here like this. Once you have it lined up, and push it in all the way. We then secure it with 2 of these screws that come with the case. Beautiful. And now the final step is to give our card power. So I'm gonna wire our graphics card power cable from the back of the case. And here we have our 8-pin PCI Express power cable to power our graphics card. It's an 8-pin cable that splits 6 plus 2, guys. So that's how you know it's a PCI Express one. So then I'm just gonna get it connected together and line it up and push it in all the way. Make sure it plugs in all the way down. And there we go. So there's 2 types of 8-pin power cables, guys. The PCI Express, which splits 6 plus 2, and then the CPU power cables, those split into 4 plus 4. So that's how you'll know the difference between PCI Express power cables and CPU power cables. Okay, guys, well, we finished. If you're following along, congratulations. We're pretty much done already. Now we're just gonna do all the final touches. So now I'm just going to cable manage the back of the PC, put the Funko Pop in, put all the panels back on, and then we're gonna boot it up for the first time and see how it comes out. Well guys, not to toot my own horn, we knocked out of the ballpark on this one. This is honestly not rainbow vomit like I thought it would be in the beginning of the video. It's actually a very tamed colorway. Looks pretty clean. Pink, white, blue. This is a beautiful colorway of a system. All the colors are sitting there in the right places, in the right amounts. Anyways, let's turn it on for the first time. Hope it doesn't explode. This is a beautiful system, man. I'm really proud of it. It's also very easily obtainable. You can replicate this exact same build in any color you want. You have a lot of options here, guys. Before we put our system here today to the test, just want to go over things you can swap out. You can swap out graphics cards with other options, guys. The power supply is 850 watts. You can swap this out with NVIDIA cards if you wanted to, like an RTX 5070. You can also put in an X3D CPU in there if you really wanted to too. 850 watts is a lot of power. It can support a lot of future upgrades. And yeah, guys, this is a very, very, very solid system for the $1,200 price point. You're getting a really good graphics card, the RX 9060 XT. Very good performance for the money in the 16 gigabyte capacity. And we have an 8-core processor in this system. This system is good for content creation and streaming. If you guys would be interested in seeing future videos with this PC, like testing its video rendering performance and testing even its streaming capabilities, be sure to let me know down below, because if there's enough demand, you want me to make a follow-up video on this PC just showing off more of it, just a video that could be a testament as to like everything this PC has to offer, I'll put it out. But yeah, that's enough rambling. It's time to have fun. We're gonna frag it up, do a little benchmarking montage. All parts used for this build are linked in the video description. Be sure to check out the channel for past build guides. If this build doesn't suit your needs, there's gonna be another build guide that will suit your budget. And be sure to turn on bell notifications for the channel to be alerted for the future builds that are dropping. We're about to drop some more budget builds because we've been dropping the builds that are more expensive lately. Anyways, guys, I appreciate all your guys' support. Thanks for watching till the end, and join the channel memberships as well. I've turned them on. That's how you can support the channel directly to help get out more builds. Okay, guys, let's frag it up.
Hey, listen up and listen up good. You're not ready to go just yet. You need to install Windows. Windows can be a pretty price, but not anymore. Thanks to fragitup.shop, you'll be fragging it up in no time. Pick up Windows 11 Pro with an OEM activation key for only $25. Shipping from the US of A. Go pick it up right now at fragitup.shop. That's an order, soldier! Now you will need to watch this video. Here you will learn how to install Windows and all drivers for your new rig, plus some other important tips as well. The video will be linked in the description. What are you waiting for? Get back out there, soldier!
Settings for Rainbow Six Siege, native 1440p, max FOV to 90, and we have our graphics settings set to the same as always, guys, so you can compare it to the past build guides.
Reload!
Could you get? Oh my! Play time, bro. You just clutched it. Don't fuck it up. Good shit.
How are you high enough level to get in rank? Not knowing.
Nope.
Hey, Ash, are you mentally retarded?
Alright, you guys just sit back and relax for this round. I'll take care of it.
Your location has been compromised. Your location.
Why didn't that guy get me?
Op 4 last.
Hey, rush him.
What did I say, guys? Say just go ahead and relax this round.
Thinks you sound hella cute.
Man, shut the...
Oh, I think he's coming down the stairs right here. Hold on, I think I heard him. Oh!
Whoops.
All right, that was super good performance for 1440p native. How far away was that from the 9070 XT? Well, I mean, like I said, we're using the same settings, so we could directly compare, but that was pretty good. One more, because that match was just silly.
Got you.
Watch for the blast!
Oh my!
Nope.
My bad, brother. I didn't see you down there.
Bruh.
Good, bro. Good.
That was gangster. Bro, what is going on? That was a close one. Good game. Oh wait, it's not over yet. That was a very interesting round. Yeah! Yo, that was a good match, guys. That was a very good match. Very pleased with the performance of Siege on this. Let's keep it moving. Settings for Fortnite, guys. Same settings as the last videos. 1440p res native and performance mode, and all this set to the max.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy.
Oh, crap. No, you dummy. I'm trying to help you out, bro. I'm trying to help you out. Talk about karma, you dummy. You're an idiot. Almost got myself killed right there, bro. Oh, we totally threw. We should have won this one. We totally threw, man. Whatever, anyways. Still a really good match. Average FPS, 315. Settings for Counter-Strike 2. Here they are. Competitive, native 1440p settings. Wow, miracle team, baby. They're going top, 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 top. Oof. Oh my goodness. Nope. Oh, flank is our flank. Bruh. Purple, what Tom? Oh, get my out, get my out. Come on, avenge me. Oh, that was beautiful. Yo, we're getting such good performance, man, on this build. This is hella... Oh, wait, I want that up. No! Bro, these guys are all in my way, bro. Ah, Billy! Take this, loser. He was right there. Wow, nice job. We really needed that win. Oh crap, there's two mid, two bridge. Oh, they sure are.
Bruh.
Whoa! We did good that round. We brought it home. Let's go. Oh, we didn't turn on the average FPS counter for CS2. I forgot to turn it on. Had it off for Siege, because Siege we don't test it for that one. Alright, sorry guys, I didn't do average FPS for this one, but the FPS was so good. You guys saw it. It was really good. Settings for Apex, native 1440p, max FOV, rest of the settings. No, we almost had him. Yo, he's one shot on me, bro. All right, we came out on top, boys. Oh. That counts. Alright guys, performance is pretty good. We have an average FPS of 247 so far at native 1440p. Oh crap. No way. Dang, man. That guy just rushed us. Average FPS 256. Settings from our rivals, guys. Same settings as the other videos. Native 1440p. No funny business. No frame generation. And here's the rest of the settings. That was close. What is this?
Executioner!
We lost. Damn it. Okay, it's best 2 out of 3 though. Alright, we got this, guys. We gotta be a little more aggressive. Of course, I know. Oh my. Another one and the last one. Ooh, still got one right there. We won. We didn't even have to use our super. We won really fast that one. All right, this is game point. That was clutch. Here it is. That's the end. I think we just killed the whole team right there. Bro, we got an ace at the end, fam. We literally finished it off with an ace. And by ace, that's 6 people, not 5. That was really cool. Average FPS 123. Oh yeah, we got the MVP. Okay guys, settings for Dying Light 2, a game you guys recommended I add to the list. Here's the advanced video settings. 80 FPS right now, 100% GPU utilization. Yo, this game has co-op. I could play with the homies. Play with you guys. Who's an expert at this game? Hit me up, let's play. Let's test it out together in the next video. Who's an expert at Dying Light?
I'm at the main entrance.
I marked a safe route for you.
Oh crap. We're dunzos. Oh, you can parkour? I'm just gonna fight these guys. We already tested outside and in here. We're gonna fight these guys to the death, and then oh, look at the tutorial. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck on this part. Watch out! You never take me alive! I think we're dunzos. I think we're dunzos. Average FPS 99. Settings for PUBG, guys, native 1440p resolution, and this is the same settings that we used for our previous build, so you guys could compare the performance of this build to the past builds. So for the 50 series build guides that we dropped, and the 9070 XT build guide that we just dropped too, was using the same settings, so you can see exactly how this build performs at 1440p compared to the other builds. Damn, are we gonna see any action? Seems like all the action already happened. There's still 59 players though. Oh! He didn't see us. Oof. Oh, we're not in zone, dude. All right, we got a long way to go. Is that a car? Ooh, actually, we're kind of in trouble because it's about to close in again. You know what, dude? That car better work or we're screwed. Is that a car? That has to be a working car, right? Damn, this is not looking good at all. Oh, someone's shooting at us? Why are you shooting at me for? Screw you, man. Where the heck is this? Oh, look, guys. We've been blessed. Let's just get in here. Oh, crap. We gotta send it.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Bad news bears right there, guys. Oh my god, we got so lucky. Yeah, we're not even in the zone and it's closing in like right now. Oh damn, it's faster than us. That's not good. He's right in front of us. Oh man, why did it beep? I'm so confused. Why did it beep? Damn it, man. We gotta try again, guys. That was a very good first game. Bro, I didn't know you can do that in this game, guys. I do not play PUBG. No wonder it said knocked. We never freaking killed him. Well, now I know you can actually pick yourself up in this game. Average FPS so far, 141. Let's give it another shot. Add that to cart. We're gonna get a chia oatmeal pudding. We're gonna get an acai bowl. Screw this, YOLO this crap right now. Oh, crap. Oh, we almost killed ourselves. Okay, there's two of them. Oh, oh my god! We can't get more. Oh! Belly tits. Oh no! But we got our bike. We got our trusty mountain bike, boys. We're goated. We're goated. Later, losers. Oh crap! Hurry up. How do I get off this crap? Oh. We're like in the middle of them. Yo! I was like, why is it so smooth? We're hitting 200 in this area. Look at that. Damn. Did we see someone right now? Oh, yeah, we did. Pre-fire to the tit! Oh, crap. We're screwed. We gotta loot him now. We gotta get all his crap, all his health. Crap, dude! Why is our backpack so... Oh, shit! No, Billy! Damn it! Bro, I'm done with PUBG, man. Alright. Average FPS for the second match was 183. Whoa, guys, we're literally hitting exactly 60 FPS. We do have the game pretty much maxed out. We maxed out the game for the 9070 XT video. It's still playing it at 60 native 1440p, but yeah, right at 60. So if I were to play it on this system, I would lower the settings then so I could get more FPS. But I'll keep it at this settings though because I want to compare it to the other builds. But since we know how it performs like this, now let's play it on settings that we would play it on this system. We're still gonna have native resolution and all that, but we can set the preset down to medium settings, but I'm going to max out our textures still. We'll leave everything at medium except the textures. We'll put them to very high because we have enough VRAM on our card. This stuff will remain off. We don't want that. Alright, so lowering the settings to the medium preset, we're now getting 70 and 80, high 80s of FPS. Alright, we got that one. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oops. Oof. Ragdoll. Alright, average FPS 87. We'll continue this game in the next video. The settings we're using for Rust is the same settings as the last video, native 1440p. We have the high graphic settings preset. I'll scroll down and this stuff is all off. Alright guys, so we want to do a more accurate test of Rust now, so we're running around the full-blown map. I've been running around for a minute. Let's see what our final average FPS ends up being. Currently getting an FPS of, well, 90. Oh, they're back to 80. So you can expect an FPS around here for native 1440p rush performance. And you see a lot of stuff going on in this part of the map. Solid 1440p performance. Full GPU utilization too, guys. You're gonna have a very good 1440p experience on Rust on this PC. And if you put it at 1080p, expect even more FPS. Average FPS, 94. Graphics for Call of Duty Warzone, same thing, 1440p native. And we have the rest of the settings right here. And then for our view, set to 120. Alright, here we go. Is there one in here? Sure is. Ooh, look at this. Oh, got him. Headshot, baby. Bro, the rocket ricocheted off the building, didn't do jack. No, no, please, please. Oh! We are seriously a straight up survivor.
Nope.
They're everywhere! Leave me alone! Jeez. Ah! What? Bro, stupid as death. We just get caught lacking, bro. No! That was not a bad first match. Average FPS of the first match, 155. We got third place. That was close. Let's try again. That person was a good shot, but sorry. That was the guy who killed us. Got revenge on him. Another good match, but we did. Anyways, guys, really happy with this PC's performance. 151 average FPS for our second match of Warzone. This is like a really fully rounded system for content creation because the 8 cores, and it's so good for gaming, man. This is like a well-balanced system for anything. At 1200, this is a really good system. I really like this one. I'm proud of this one. I recommend you guys build this one if your budget's 1200. Well, thanks for coming and watching, guys. We're gonna wrap it up right there. It was a blast testing out this system. We had a lot of good games. No frame generation, funny business, nice and responsive, high FPS, 1440p gaming for 1200. I'll catch you guys in the next build guide. See you guys there. Peace.